everyone, it's Twintuitive717. Thank you so much for tuning in. I just wanted to share a quick update and send support for twin flames who are currently experiencing this energy of confusion about the twin flame journey. It just seems as though we should be used to this place by now, I guess, but I know it takes its toll each and every time. And that's only because there are a lot of different life issues that come up for healing each and every time you and your twin go through some kind of conflict where it causes separation. So I know that feeling may be causing you to feel even more drawn to your twin because you're afraid that something feels off. Sometimes we might feel afraid of losing the connection. The energy I'm feeling can cause us to question if we're really on a twin flame journey or not, because I think what we're feeling is actually just longing to connect with our counterpart in the physical. And that's the tough part about being in this connection, because I feel like when we're in this period of just wanting our twin, we also struggle with a feeling of just repulsion, just feeling repelled towards this journey, period, and even choosing to be on it. And I feel like many times a lot of us wonder, why this is happening to us. And we'll often want to release the connection, so we'll go on our social media and either delete it and remove ourselves altogether, or block our twins, and even try to block out telepathy sometimes. So when you hear your twin talking to you in your mind, or you find yourself going off in conversation about your twin flame or with your twin flame, that's actually telepathy occurring. And when you block it out, it's almost like you hear it coming on, or you feel yourself going into talking about it, and you will literally snap yourself out of the conversation and say, oh my god, I don't even want to think about this right now. So all of those things that come up, it's really that period of turmoil that we go through when we question a lot of this, because it is a lot to deal with, especially when you're new to the journey and there's just so many things being thrown at you in terms of how you're feeling, and it's just a feeling like you're going crazy. But there's just so much support out there for any of you watching this video who is feeling that way right now. And even if you're not new to the journey, separation triggers a lot within all of us. I think as long as you are on the twin flame journey, period, then it's a lot to deal with no matter what comes up. So I just want to let you guys know it's just normal to feel this way, and if you want to run away and not look back, or feel like this isn't for you, or you're in that state of regret, rejecting this, wanting to kind of close yourself off, I really want to let you guys know to accept that feeling, and that it is all normal, and it does get easier to handle as time goes on. When you're in a state of acceptance, it's almost like you tell yourself that, I'm in love with another human being and I have no idea why, and that's okay, because crazy shit happens to people all the time. And what I've learned is just not to fight it, and I accept it. And the reason I accept it is because I need to know for myself how I can move forward. So if I'm choosing to be on this journey and I'm accepting it, then I know what I need to do when things come up that make me feel triggered. I know that I need to push forward and think about my connection in a positive way, because I've made the choice to be on the journey. And even if you don't make the choice to be on the journey, or you teeter-totter with the decision from time to time, that's just where you're at, and it's okay. And I think that we try to compare ourselves to a lot of the information that we find out there about twin flames, and we somehow think that we're supposed to be with this person physically and in a relationship, when really just enjoy the experience as it unfolds, because who knows what's in store. And I mean, really, you are creating as you go along, so it's just not a good idea to fill your head with a lot of doubt and fearful thoughts. So even though the twin flame journey can be overwhelming, I know that you guys know what it's also like to experience the extreme moments of bliss and pleasure and love for them as well. So, I think just feeling self-empowered about the fact that you accept this journey, and you accept the fact that you're a twin flame. It's like, who cares what anyone else thinks, or oh, that's crazy, and that sounds silly. It doesn't really matter what anyone else thinks. For me, it's taught me to bitch slap myself in the face and say, get a grip of yourself. And that's what comes up for me in terms of healing, right? Like, here I am in a state of giving my power away to my counterpart, which is what it feels like a lot of the times, because I'm just longing for them and wanting to be in the same space with them. And it just feels like draining. And so I feel like those are one of the things that come up for me with healing, is that I have to ask myself a lot of the times, what is it that you miss, or what is it that you want that you can't currently give yourself? And then I just kind of break things down that way, and it's, it does sound silly after a while. It's like, hey, wait a second, like, I am okay. I love myself. I can go on with my life with or without this person. And I've often told my counterpart many times, like, I'm okay with loving you from afar, because I really have just gotten to that space, because I've been through this sort of cycle, I guess, over and over and over again, is I just really want them to be happy, and I want myself to be happy, and I trust that the universe will deliver those circumstances to me and my twin in whatever way that is for the greatest good. And if you keep pushing yourself just to have an easygoing attitude about all of this, rather than stressing out about what the beep is happening to me, then things will go a lot more smoothly. Accept rather than resist, because you have to believe in yourself before anybody else does. If you choose the twin flame journey, then you have to stand up for it every single time. Because if it's a true twin flame connection, the love is way too intense, and the bond that you've created with them already, it's not going anywhere, and neither are you. You're not going anywhere, they're not going anywhere. And so I think the biggest message that I have for those of you listening right now is brainstorm the healthiest ways to go about being in this twin flame connection. For me, gratitude was the first place I started, because of the love I felt for this person. Never mind all of the crazy other negative stuff that we have been through. I constantly see it as a learning experience. And the more I remain in a vibration of thank you for this experience, rather than why is this happening to me, I feel like me and my counterpart are getting closer and closer. And so I really want to share that with you guys. The stronger your connection grows, the more you guys will talk to each other telepathically. So that's why when you are separated, don't send them negative energy. Use this time to talk to them positively, or actually work your arguments out and talk it out. I know it sounds weird and silly, but guys, a true twin flame connection, nothing sounds silly at this point. I mean, I think the gifts that the universe has shown you that you've been born with is proof enough that you're growing within this connection. So keep your thoughts and your vibration aligned with what it is you want. Don't catch yourself saying that you're on a twin flame journey thing, or you're not sure if it's real. Use your words to emit power from your soul. I'm on a twin flame journey, and no one can tell me shit about how I feel. This is my reality, and I choose it, and I'm aware of the consequences, and I'm accountable for myself. You got to stand up for what you believe in and stay true to who you are. I feel like the universe is really asking you to do this right now. I feel that the divine masculines are being distant and taking their time to do their thing. They're really just wanting time to figure all of this out. And I feel like the divine feminines are feeling frustrated, and it's a 3D lesson to feel frustrated, because it's asking her to bring up a lot of the junk that's in there about why you feel frustrated that another person is not contacting you, or giving you their time, or giving you their energy. we're all individuals and we all have the right to feel how we feel and want our own space. And I feel like the masculines are asking the divine feminines to have patience. And when I say have patience, I feel like the divine feminines feel like patience with the journey, but no, I feel like the divine masculines are saying that they want you to be compassionate towards them and have patience for them. Have compassion at the fact that they're going through a time where they can't connect with you and it's killing them, because, you know, with twins, the love you feel for your twin, they feel it just the exact same. So even when there's periods of separation and you know that you're not supposed to reach out to your twin, or you don't even feel to, it doesn't mean to say if they reached out that you wouldn't, you know, engage them, because that's just how the connection is. You both are just drawn to each other at every moment because you want to know what the other is thinking and feeling. So I hear the divine masculine strongly saying just to have patience for him, be there for him, because his 3D self simply won't allow him to act on how he feels. So if he's popping up with song lyrics or songs on the radio and it feels like he's talking to you, then his higher self is trying to let you know that he's all in this connection and he's wanting you to hang in there. And I feel like they connect with us on that spiritual level with the music and the dreams, because they know a lot of the battles that we fight as well, in the 3D when coming to this connection, right? So they know what kind of challenges we have when they're being distant from us, you know, the heartaches that we face, and they too understand on a soul level that they need to bring this stuff up for us so that we can heal it. Okay, yeah, I really wanted to put that out there, and I hope that it really helps someone who might need to hear it. I'm sending all of you love, and I hope that you have a marvelous, marvelous weekend. Sending you all blessings.